Olivia, welcome. How are you? Oh my goodness, my voice. Motion Tech Studios, how are you? Welcome to my live stream. I'm on break at work. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, what a day. I've been feeling lousy all day. And my energy kind of up and down, but we will get there. Feel a little better than before in some ways and a little worse in other ways.
Oh my!
I forgot. So sorry. I forgot to. Always forget. Turn off the notifications. Oops. Oops. So how's everybody today? Good to see you all. Plug my charger back in. Something like that. Hey, Sting, what's up? Oh, it's going to be probably extremely boring. You know the way I am. I never know what to say until people get me talking about something, but I hope it's interesting enough, Stingray. Definitely. I'm going to try to do this as long as I can at work. I'm on break now, but I'll have to continue on later. This place is a madhouse today. Maybe later it won't be. J.A. Tony Clark, welcome. Hey, long time no see, man. I'm okay. I woke up today. I don't know if it's allergies or if I have salmonella poisoning or something. Salmonella, however you pronounce it, depending on where you are. But my nose is running today and my energy is just terrible. I don't know. Like Stingray, he had a stream the other day and he said he felt off. That's me today, but I don't know what it is. My throat feels better than it did a couple of hours ago, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hey, Tammy Lowe. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. Kelly Paulson, thank you so much for being here. Oh, I gotta take a breath. I'm running out of energy. Running out of breath. Oh, thank you for being here. Sharon Bowes, welcome. Good to see you all. Hi, JJ, she says, was worried about you. Hey, I'm a survivor. I never feel 100% anymore, but today, I don't know what it is. Of course, I'm not a hypochondriac or anything, but I tend to try to look on Google to see what it could be I have, and it could be anything from mono to a cold to allergies to, I don't know, salmonella poisoning. But my throat feels so much better than it did before. I keep looking up at the door, if someone walks by, it gets my attention. I always think it's going to be the boss, even though technically it's break time, so he can't do anything to me. No, not that he would. We're on good terms. But you maybe should go in and have some blood work done. Yeah, every time I do that, they never find anything, so I lose all of my support. They lose my support. The whole medical industry. I mean, nowadays you look at every other commercial is for try Cymbalta. It's good for this, but it's bad for that. Side effects are generally mild and include headache, nausea, back pain, heart attack, stroke, your sister's butt, and everything else. I don't know. So I lose all of my gumption, because every time I've ever had any type of blood work done, and I guess I've been healthy enough they never find anything. It's just me, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I had the flu. Oh, Sharon, oh, it was terrible. I had the flu in December. I felt like I was sick all month. Kelly, I'm doing okay. How you doing? Bubba Warbucks is here. Hello. Taking walks. Yeah, J.A. Tony Clark, walks is something I do a lot more in the better weather, and our weather has just been such crap over the winter that I haven't walked as much. And being a janitor, I do a lot of my building is second buildest. My building is the second biggest area out of all the buildings that we take care of. So I do a lot of walking at work, and that saves me a little bit, even though it's not officially like working out. But goodness, it's crazy. Sorry, that was a spelling error. I make them all the time. Hope everyone's doing well. Uh, I'm due. Bubba Warbuck says I'm due for the annual vampire routine myself. I um I have to admit that between being stressed, at life, and being worn out and never resting enough, that's probably a big part of it. But eventually, usually I could just sleep a good night's sleep, and I'm usually okay. Stingray says maybe you got hydrophobia. That's what killed Old Yeller. Old Yeller, maybe. Okay, Sting. I'll try to be entertaining. I try not to complain too much. Sometimes it sounds like that's all I do is complain, but all in all, I'm very happy. I just never have enough time to do everything, so that's a little bit stressful. But unfortunately, we have to do what we can, and the rest gets put on the back burner until we have time. I used to force myself to walk in bad weather. I don't know if that says anything or not. The only problem is I usually work second shift, and during the day, I really don't have. And when I tell you I really don't have any time, it's like between taking care of my mom that I try to do as much as I can for her, trying to get ready for work, and try to do what I can at my house. It's like bing bang boom, and it's time to go to work. That it legitimately seems like that. I think first shift people, for the most part, tend to manage their time better because they can spend all of their daily hours at work, and then whatever energy is left they can do at home. But me, I have to limit my energy during the day that I spend so I can have enough time and enough energy, really not time, but enough energy to get through my night. It was sometimes like on Friday, I was in the middle of a 14-hour shift because I picked up some overtime. And I don't always do that, and it's not an everyday thing, but sometimes the overtime is there a lot, and sometimes there's no overtime for weeks. And it all depends on, we have a rotation, so, everyone gets their turn in the barrel, and it just so happened that on Friday I caught two of them because nobody else wanted them, and it went around very quickly. So I caught one before my shift and one after my shift, and bing bang boom, 14 hours. And best part was it was Friday, so I was able to rest up a little bit over the weekend. But I don't know. Saturday was I started getting really tired on Saturday shopping, and then yesterday was like and today is like but. JJ, it's amazing how much crap you have to buy for your RV after you buy your RV. Yeah, see, that type of thing, I don't know anything about that type of thing. I wish I knew. I really did. You're basically furnishing a small apartment. Spend more time with the ducks. The ducks, it's amazing. I try to, now that it's that transitional between winter and summer, the ducks and the swans and the geese and everything, they start, and of course I haven't, every time the swans are there, I'm not home. And this is the time where all that stuff starts disappearing. The raccoons stay and they get into my trash all the time. I literally just throw whatever food I have, I throw right off the balcony because the raccoons are going to get it in the trash can. They might as well just eat it right off my side yard there. And we have squirrels, we have rabbits. The rabbits, they won't come anywhere near you. I mean, you see them around dusk time, and of course I'm at work, but on days that I'm not at work, you see them, and as soon as they know that you're there, they hop and they live under my rose bushes, but can never really do any of that. I love all that animal stuff, and it's gonna dry up, kind of. Not really dry up, you know what I mean. It's gonna disappear for the summer months until late fall again. But that's nature, I guess. Denise, how are you? Hey, welcome, Denise. I met Denise from Green Bay Wackies live stream. A wonderful, smart lady. When I worked, Bubba says, when I worked at the factory, I loved working third shift. I'd go the best of both ends of the day. Yeah, I tried third shift when I worked at Walmart. I hated it. I was a lot younger then. I'd probably hate it even more now. But, hey, Anarchy, yeah, I just added you today. Hey, welcome. How are you? I'm feeling, a little better in some ways, a little worse than others, but I'm at work, so I suck it up. But thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Raccoons are just trash pandas. They'll eat anything. It could be 3-week-old food, from the refrigerator with mold on it, and they'll eat it. I literally just throw it out into the yard. And my boss had told me that. He's like, he lives out in the woods. I mean, I'm near a little river, but he's way in the woods, about 30 miles away from where I live. And he's like, no, just that he throws it to the woods because they get into his trash more than mine. Olivia, welcome. Hello, my little sister. How are you? Just trying to catch up here. But to get the picture, of course. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's talking to each other because it's probably a lot more interesting than me. Hey, Hunter. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. My throat's a lot better. My nose is running a little bit, and trying to stay smiling and trying to enjoy what I can at work. Time to refresh my lovely cocktail, Bubba says. Tampa J, welcome. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Somebody was getting on Tampa J's case because he always shows himself from the eyes up. Some people don't show themselves at all. Olivia says, I'm great, but I have a nosebleed. But apart from that, I'm golden. How about you? Every time I blow my nose, especially in the winter, if I blow too hard, I get a nosebleed, and I hate it. Because that started up last winter. And it used to happen a lot when I was a teenager in the winter. And then for many, many, many years, I never had a problem. Now all of a sudden, my left nostril, it tends to do that. And I hate that because I've been having sinus problems. It started out a few years ago in the spring, and then it was spring and fall. And then fall was worse than the spring, and now it's like I feel like I have sinus problems all year long. Winter, you have the indoor allergies, and summer, it's the heat allergies, and oh, it's crazy. You could piece me together through other channels, Tampa Jesus. That's funny. That's funny. I like laughing. I like to make people laugh, and I like to keep laughing myself. But honestly, I gotta find some time. See, there's never enough time. I haven't done any of my parody stuff lately, and there's just so much. Unfortunately, there's just so much that of the needs that just always take precedence. But pollen is just it's crazy. Tampa J, absolutely horrible. Hey, Kyle, Life as Number 8 is here. My friend Kyle, how are you? Good to see your channel growing a little bit and having fun, Kyle. Always keep up the good work. Make sure somehow you find a way to eat all your meals with that big family that you have there. Kyle has a lot of brothers and sisters. He has to get up very, 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 very early in the morning just to ambush breakfast, I'm sure. Elbow his way through all the brothers and sisters. I'm just joking. I'm an only child. I couldn't imagine what it's like to have, have 16 brothers and sisters. That's just amazing. It's really cool, though. Olivia says, someone punched me in the face at school. That's why, but I'm lucky because he could have broke my nose. Why would a boy punch you in the face? I'll tell you, Olivia, every day there's something. You must have a bad aura around you or something. You have something happen to you all the time. Around here, boys don't punch girls. Not usually. I don't think I've ever hit a girl. Not even if she deserved it. It's something I wouldn't do. Excuse me, trying to stay hydrated. Anarchy says, where you from, buddy? I can't pinpoint your accent, but I like it. Oh, most people, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have an accent. It's everyone else that has an accent. But I'm actually from lower New England, the Rhode Island, Massachusetts border. Spent time on both sides of the border. But yeah, the New England accent is weird because you go too far north, and it becomes like a southern accent. You get like the New Hampshire accent where people talk a little slower and they talk more like this. If we don't get to it today, we'll get to it tomorrow. You're gonna wait until tomorrow to do that? Yeah. That's the New Hampshire accent. And then you got the Boston accent where we say Boston, a little bit south of Boston, but they say Boston. Everything is at Boston. Park the car in Harvard Yard. Ice cold Bud Light here. Ascobia here, all this other stuff like that. That's a lot of Massachusetts is like that. Then you get into Connecticut and Rhode Island, and we do a lot of the aw sounds, like New Yorkers, New York, and give me a cup of coffee, give me a glass of coffee milk. We do a lot of that aw sound down here, but it's just the way we talk. I don't even think about us having an accent, but we slur our words too. So sometimes I try to enunciate a little better. So if I don't, I apologize. Olivia, I had a fight with him because he was bullying someone, and I don't tolerate that. Yeah, just people that bully are just very small people. They just try to be big shots, and they're not. Okay, we all sound like burnouts here in Southern California. Wow. Southern California, we're at 65 degrees to 80 degrees every day in the winter. And we're freezing. We went through that stretch right around Christmas where it was, I think, 11 days in a row where it didn't get above 22 degrees. Oh, it was terrible. I can't. It won't. We don't want it. I love that. I can't. It won't. We don't want it. That's the people. For people who don't know, that's if you go to AMCO, and they're the transmission specialists, okay? You go to AMCO to have a job done. Sometimes they don't want to do it, apparently. It depends on where you go, I guess. And I've never had to deal with them, but a good friend of mine on here, Stingray, had to deal with them. And they were just giving him every excuse in the book for why they didn't want to do the job for him. Like, that's a 5-hour job. And he's like, yeah, but I'm going to pay you to do it. I'm sorry to tell Stingray's story, but I love that story. I tell everyone that'll listen about that story. He wanted to have a job done on his Stingray Corvette, and he would pay them to do it. That's what their job is, and that's pretty much their slogan as far as he's concerned. I can't, it won't, and we don't want to. Boston. Boston. That's how we say Boston. Olivia thinks I sound like Forrest Gump. Let's see. Mama always told me life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. That's almost like an Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just a Georgia peach. We have so many different accents in this country. Dogs and cats. In the South, you hear, give me case coda. Give me case coda. Give me case coda? That's funny. Yeah, we have, a lot of people think Rhode Island is part of New York because we're so similar with our talks and everything. I mean, there's a lot of Italian people in Rhode Island, but they hear Rhode Island and they think it's like Long Island and Coney Island, Rhode Island. We're just a part of New York, so we're the smallest state here, but we just go, yeah, okay, New York, that's close enough. Becky Green, how are you? Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Tampa J, thanks for showing up, brother. I appreciate it. Take care. Olivia says, I'm going to Atlanta soon because I'm a fan of The Walking Dead. Give me case coda means, may I please have change for $1 in quarters? Oh my goodness, I would never have guessed that. I thought maybe it was a case of soda, like cans of soda pop. Oh, goodness gracious. Becky, how are you? Good to see you. You're probably cooking supper or something. I'm probably, well, it depends on what part of the country you're in, but I'm usually not streaming at this time at a regular basis. On a regular basis, I'm usually either about 3 hours earlier than this or a lot later. But I figured I would take some of my break and try to catch base, try to touch base, since I didn't do my regular live stream today. Excuse me. Oh, that burp was not even worthy of Lou. Lou does the best burps. Stingray does some good burps too. That was just, I held that in. I'm always afraid of like letting out a big belch at work. Like people are going to go, oh my goodness, was that the janitor? I'm feeling, my energy came back a little bit, but I take, I take the good with the bad. Like I can have so many good days in a row, and then all of a sudden I was feeling so run down over the weekend, and then even more today. I was this close to calling out, but I want to try to save my time a little bit more. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, my little sister just got mad at me. I'm streaming way over her bedtime. How dare you? Oh, Olivia, I'm so sorry. Like, if I could, I'd send you a whole box of tissue so that you wouldn't have to worry about your nosebleed at all. But I can't get over someone would punch you like that. He's not a real boy. He's not a real man. He's gonna grow up to be a very small, small human being. Hey, Bubba, thanks for showing up, brother. I appreciate it so much. See you soon. Aranaki says, we just call each other kooks and shout, go back to Riverside when we're offended in public. Uh, Over here, there's a town in Rhode Island called, it's spelled Cranston, Cranston. The people who live in Cranston, we have a joke, and it's all over Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Where you from? Cranston. Oh, you're from Cranston. Because all the more we take that A sound and we stretch it out because people in Cranston tend to say Cranston. And it's like, just in Rhode Island, the accents that exist. One city, it's like the third largest city in Rhode Island. I mean, it's a city, but not like with skyscrapers. It's a suburb. And it's like, where you from? Cranston. Oh, you're from Cranston. It's just a local joke, but it's so funny. Go back to Cranston. We have another one, if you're trying to, like my hair, I have on this side, I have this cowlick that when my hair's too short, sticks up a little bit more. And I have more cowlicks all over my head. But if you're trying to get yourself ready and you're not perfect, but you say, it's good enough from Fall River. Fall River, Massachusetts is across the bay. And we always say it's good enough from Fall River, meaning they can't see it from Fall River. It's a little expression that people around here say. I'm sure there's other expressions around the country that is very similar, but yeah, if you're from this area, you know the expression, I guess. Pretty cool. It's pretty funny, though. Especially like you're doing a tie for something, you can't get the knot perfect. It's good enough from Fall River. I've been doing too much internet, and it caused me to get dizzy, so I gotta go back to the gym. Wow, yeah, that's sometimes if you deviate from your regular schedule, your body doesn't know what to do. So you gotta do what you gotta do, definitely. It's always something. You're right, Becky. It's always something. Olivia says, "How come you're streaming at this time anyway? Normally you're streaming before my bedtime." Yeah, I really wasn't feeling like I had the energy for it when I usually I do my live streams for the most part during the week. I get to work super early to avoid the traffic, and then I have time, so I live stream from my car usually. Today I just didn't feel like I had the energy for it, so I said, well, maybe I'll go a little later today. And I did, and it's been about 23 minutes now, but I'm so sorry, Olivia. But, I leave the replays up if you ever want to see it again. Plus, all of these comments, I leave everything up in case anyone wants to go back and see if they missed anything or whatever. But I'm so sorry, Olivia. I know it's probably more like I don't know, 11:40 where you are, maybe even after midnight where you are now. I'm sorry. That's my little sister. I'm sorry. Anarchy says, I'm from Long Beach, California. We got suburbs and skyscrapers. Total party town full of crazy people. No waves here, though. Oh, a break wall. Oh, man. So you don't have many surfers at all. No waves. Oh, goodness. Hey, no Cranston shaming. Stingray says, how far behind am I? I'm so sorry. I'm probably a good, I'm just a little bit behind. Hey, Kyle, take care. Thanks for showing up. Life as number 8. Anarchy, I'm Southern California as well. I'm proud of where I'm from, though, because there's not a lot. Stingray's doing dishes. That's something that I don't mind doing, but I tend to, I'll try to use plasticware and styrofoam cups and paper plates as much as I can. And I have so many cups and glasses and plasticware and all kinds of stuff. It's like, it's crazy. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Becky's cooking, of course. Every time I'm doing a live stream, she's cooking. She must cook for an army. I never cook enough. I'm supposed to be doing a cooking video. I bought the stuff for, and I still haven't done it. I'm just gonna have to do it. 2240, 1040. Where you? Okay, 2240. You military girls. I'll tell you, 2240. Olivia, military Olivia. My little sister's growing up. Just try not to get into too many more fights at school. Your big brother, he's looking out for you, but you got to fight your own battles. But you send them to me. Anarchy says we got surfers, but you got to go somewhere else to surf. I usually just hit up Huntington Beach, Huntington, but Rincon is fun. Santa Monica Pier is crowded by kooks. Yeah, I can imagine. I see from movies and stuff like that, but I can imagine. Somebody said Southern California, there's a lot of areas, only go if you like people. That's how it was explained to me. Because there's people everywhere. If you don't like people, don't visit Southern California, even though it depends. I know it's a stereotype, but of course, I guess if you get closer to the LA area, it's more, but I really think that if you don't like people, you don't want to go to some of these places. I can imagine what places like Venice Beach is like, and I mean, talk about kooks. I was told Venice Beach is really, really crazy. Olivia lives in a military family. What do you expect? Yeah, I know. I guess that's why you're kind of tough, and you come to the aid of the people getting bullied. And the speed limit, Anarchy says, is 100 miles per hour, even though the signs don't say so. Oh, so it's an unofficial 100 miles an hour. We kind of have that around here, too. The speed limit on most of our highways and expressways and everything is either 55 or 65. Don't tell that to anyone else, because, I mean, you get the people they're going 85, 90, and it's all the younger people, but, the state police, they pull over the old fart. They don't pull over the 16-year-old that's going to kill someone. I call social surfers iodine surfers. Dogtown, Venice Beach Dogtown. It's fun, but it's like a sales pitch nowadays. Yeah, I was told that Venice Beach, I don't know if it's still that way, but at one point, people would go there just to try to get noticed because of their bodies or the freak show or whatever they're doing. They're just trying to get noticed to get some type of a contract for TV or movies or something. I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm losing you. I gotta go eliminate much. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Could be the connection. My connection's good on this side, but who knows? Maybe it isn't. Sharon's back. Had a phone call from my daughter in California. California. There's weirdos in Venice Beach, Stingray says. Funny. I got right in. That's too much. Didn't Adam the Woo, didn't he visit Venice Beach like last year or something? Can't remember. Sometimes I forget if I'm watching one of his videos, if it was somebody else. Yeah, no, maybe it was maybe even longer than that. He went and got himself an Arnold Schwarzenegger t-shirt or something. I forget. I started watching him when he was... I started watching the Daily Woo, I should say, when he was living in Southern California, in Orange, California. Oh, Stingray was there in April. Oh, wow. Oh, you fit right in. Okay, I get it now. I knew what you meant. I read gut, but I knew when you said it to me. I still had fit on there, but I'm trying to think. Adam the Woo was he was living in Southern California, but I actually started watching a lot of the older stuff, so I get all confused with my dates. I thought he visited Venice Beach one time. Hey, this old stoner is here. You must be feeling much better. Saw the update earlier. You look like you were feeling pretty good. Showing some support. Thanks, man. I'm kind of I do the wave thing all the time with my hand. Like my energy goes up and down. My health. Sometimes like I'll have like a headache like in my eye, and I just don't want to deal with anything. And then a little later on, I feel better, and it kind of like my health goes. And then I start to. So my day is like this. But that's what I feel like today. Like my energy is up and down. But I figured I wanted to do this for at least a half hour and touch base. Orange County is more laid back. I've never really traveled anywhere. I went to Canada. My father, a long time ago, I was, goodness, about 16, 15 or 16. My father got hired to drive. A guy he worked for had some family down from Canada. Long story made short, and my father got hired to drive them back to Canada. So we drove them back, and it was about I don't know. It would. We didn't get back until 5 in the morning, but we had to go drop them off. It was right outside of Quebec City, and then driving back, there was big snowstorms, and my father got lost and everything. And it was the only time I ever went out of the country was to Canada for a few hours. But yeah, it was very, very weird. And other than New England, I've been to New York City twice, and I've never traveled anywhere. It gets me when people say, "Oh, it's 60 degrees and it's so cold this winter." I'm like, 60 degrees? Our wind chill was just 20 below. Oh goodness, Olivia, I'm sorry if you need to go to bed. I appreciate you being here. It's always more fun when Olivia is here. It's my little sister. So, like, what is your channel about, dude? Usually I do a daily vlog that sometimes is more fun than other times for the viewer, because it all depends on what kind of time I have, if I can do any editing. I started out, just December 23rd was when I did my first video, just a couple of months ago. So I started out with no editing, and just little by little I've been trying to grow my channel, do a little bit of editing, a little bit more graphics, a little this, a little that. I plan with the better weather to do a little bit of exploring, just for my video anyway, even if it's just these little 20-minute trips, and then I can film something, get back home and get ready for work and do some fun stuff. But I do a lot of parody in my head. I do a lot of parody because I have all these voices and things that I do, and some of my earlier videos I thought I was going to have a lot more time to do parody, but winter just sucked. But I want to get back into parody, comedy and parody and stuff. I want to do a cooking video. I bought stuff to do a nice little thing that I've been doing. That's one of my favorite things to cook. Very, very simple. Uses a crock pot, a slow cooker. But my channel's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I live stream a couple of times a week. What topics do you usually discuss? Yeah, like whatever. It's like I never know what I'm going to do until the day I do it usually. It's just off the top of my head type stuff usually. Miss Serendipity Wanders, hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You had a wonderful live stream. Was that last night? I think I was on it. It was last night. Sometimes I forget. I lose track of days. Yeah, I'm only going to be here a short while. Olivia, probably a short while. I'm going to have to... my break is over in 9 minutes. But I can always take everyone with me on my janitor cart. I'm sure I will be able to get into something else to clean and keep it going. We'll see. We'll see. I appreciate it, Anarchy. Appreciate it very much. Catfish Jones, welcome. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Checking out people's stuff, promoting my stuff a little. Yeah, this is my channel is the type of thing that you guys can promote whatever you want to promote, talk to whoever you want to talk to. It's very laid back. I treat it like a big group of friends. Checking stuff out and making content. That's that's if we all did the same thing, it would be boring. I'm hoping to have a little bit more energy for some of my daily vlogs and stuff in the future, definitely. Definitely going to try anyway. In 2 streams right now, 2 screens in front of me. Wow. Hey, Tim Bowes, welcome. You have a very familiar last name. Stingray's here. He's kind of bouncing in and out, but he's listening. So Sting, in case you're not at the computer right now, Tim Bowes is here. I think you know him. I think you might know Sharon too, but we we already established that the other day. Tim, I'm doing dishes. Uh, Sometimes just doing a live stream, it lifts my spirits. There's so many great people and personalities out here, and every live stream is different because you never know who's going to show up. Sometimes people are here religiously, and sometimes people are not, and some people come in for 2 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes or from beginning to end, and sometimes the live streams they fall a little flat because I never know what to talk about, and it depends on the people. Sometimes it's a great time. I'm having a good time. I hope everyone else is enjoying themselves a little bit. Miss Serendipity Wanders is part of a newer channel with some of our favorite people, the Swedes and Bottom O, who's now known as Big Time, and Kitschy Travels, and they have a channel that's called Bad Connection, and that's just getting off the ground. So it's always good to see collaborations. As far as I'm concerned, collaborations are great. Stingray did this collaboration of sorts when Ron Buckley, who's not here tonight, Ron Buckley, a great guy. He went with Stingray and visited for a little bit, and they put out some great comedy stuff that I still talk about. And yeah, I mean, hey, it's all good. Life is too short to be down on everyone. I don't have a cool YouTube name. Hey, Tim, it's never too late. You could be like, I don't know what kind of car you drive. You could be like, Tim. You could be like Corvette Bose or something, or I don't know, like Toyota Bose, or if maybe you boating and you could be like Boating Bose or something. Everyone's can have a nickname. Well, Stingray, you must have a lot of dishes. Well, Hunter, maybe he's like me and just doing a million things at once. That's how I am. I end up having like 5 projects started at once, and then by the end of the day, nothing gets done. But I was busy all day long. How about King of all outer space, Tim? Tim Traveler. The Tim Traveler. Officer Rollouts here. Hey. Stingray says he's slow. Yeah, I hate dishes is not my thing. I do them when I have to, but yeah. Usually, if I don't like doing something, I put it off and then I do it slow. That's me. I like a ham and haw the whole way. You can change your name up to 3 times in 90 days. You're right. And what happens is if you change it and forget that it hasn't been, you've changed it 3 times already, and you try to change it again, it won't let you, and you're stuck for 90 days. Like our good friend Mark Funnel Cake Jones, previously known as Mark Fun Jones. He's probably stuck for about another month or so before he can change it. T-Bone Tim. That's a cool one. Tim Tebow. T-Bone, I mean Tebow. The football player. Or baseball player, whatever he is now. How about DeSoto, 1934? The DeSoto. Wow, what a car that was. DeSoto, 1934. Stingray, 1975. I see what you did there. Soup bone for Tim. Hunter says, I have a dishwasher, but I hate to unload it. I think if I had a dishwasher, yeah, I probably would I would load it up and then finally do everything. I would probably just, when I needed dishes, just take them one at a time out of the dishwasher and just throw them all in the sink when they were dirty until almost everything was out of the dishwasher, one thing at a time. Then it'd be very little to put away, and then you just rinse everything dirty and put it all back in. That's probably the way I would do it. Some people can't have dirty dishes in their sink. They're anal about it. I know some people that you can't even have a spoon that you just stirred your coffee with. God forbid you put that in the sink. You turn around and it's already rinsed in the dishwasher. Or where's my glass? Oh, I threw it in the dishwasher. I would have used it again. It was fun, and then fart, then fun fart, then funnel cake still cracks me up. Yugo 1983. No, Yugo, no, Yugo. Stingray 1975. Oh, goodness. So my energy feels like it's there. Luckily, Monday, it's kind of busy, but things don't get too dirty on a Monday. So when break is over, I'm going to head over, maybe check to see what's, because my area is 2 floors, see what's shaking downstairs. This stuff right here is the water packs that turns the water into different flavors. This is made by Hawaiian Punch, sugar-free. It's called Lemon Lime Splash or something like that. It's one of my favorite ones. It tastes so... It's like very sweet. You know, I just can't drink plain water all day long. I have to throw one of these in like every other one. But this is one of my favorite ones. Some of them, they taste more than others. Like more diet than others because they use sugar sweeteners. But this one here, I mean, I could drink this all day long. I drink a gallon of this a day. I love it. I have 13 people in here. That is amazing. I gotta do more streams later in the day. I hit 20 one time a couple of weeks ago. That was the most I ever had in a stream. That was amazing for me. I think they need to dock you a day's pay for napping on the job. Napping? I'm on my break for less than a minute more. Not that, I mean, the bosses, they walk around, but I've been here for 18 years, and I tend to, when it comes to second shift, I'm number 2 right now with seniority, and the guy that has number 1, he's a space shot, so you might as well say I'm top with seniority, because he's like Groundhog Day. I mean, he's a nice guy and everything, but you know the movie Groundhog Day where he would wake up and be the same day over and over again? He's like that, but picture waking up and it's the same day over and over again, but you forget everything that happened the day before, not everyone else. That's the way he is. It's like he's been here, goodness, 23 years he's been here. And there's people that have been here for 23 days and they do a better job than him when it comes to cleaning. I don't know how he's still here. Must be who he knows. The Leslie Life is here. Welcome. Thanks a lot for showing up. I appreciate it. Anarchy says, I love water. People who say all water tastes the same scare me. All water does not taste the same. People who think that, their taste buds must be better than mine or worse than mine, actually. Even bottled water. I mean, this is store brand. This is from Aldi's. Aldi's, Aldi's, depending on what part of the country. But even the one that's made by that's distributed by Coca-Cola, Dasani, I find it to taste very much like the plastic bottle. You know, the tap water around here, I used to drink tap water all the time. Now it's changed. Our tap water doesn't taste so good anymore. When I go to New Hampshire, and I go on usually once a year I'll go for a few days to New Hampshire, and their tap water tastes like bottled water. Over here, I don't know what chemicals they're putting in it, but it tastes like absolute garbage. Like, you taste that, oh my goodness, fluoride or something that they're putting in it. All water does not taste the same. It's a line from Blazing Saddles. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Blazing Saddles, I haven't seen that movie in so many years. I gotta watch it. I used to love movies like that. Blazing Saddles, anything that pretty much had to do with, what was his name? Mel Brooks. Young Frankenstein, I love all that stuff. The silent movie Blazing Saddles. See, a lot of these movies I had on VHS, I would tape them off the TV, and now with DVD and everything, I don't have any of these movies anymore. Bill Murray, I love Bill Murray. Yep, from Groundhog Day. That's one of my favorite movies that he did. And a lot of people, they hate it, but it has a cult following, and I'm part of that cult. I don't dig Dasani. I love Smart Water. Smart Water, to me, it's probably just me, but to me, Smart Water tastes like you just taste the vitamins in it. You just know it's doing something to you right away. To me, that's what I feel like. I just feel like it has some type of power as soon as you start drinking it. I can imagine what the pH is, Anarchy, what this pH of the water here is. Like, most of Rhode Island gets their water from the same source. It's called the Scituate Reservoir in Scituate, Rhode Island. If you go to, like I talked before about Fall River, Massachusetts, their water is from a different source, and it tastes like drinking water from a pool. There's so much chlorine in it. It's unbelievable. I mean, and you know right away that that water is from Fall River. There's a couple of other towns it's like that too, but don't drink West Virginia tap water. Yeah, see, they're doing something to the water. Why would they put fluoride in water? Fluoride, no, we don't need it for our teeth. Then, you look at your toothpaste with fluoride. If you swallow more than the normal amount, it doesn't say see a doctor. It says seek a poison control center. That fluoride's not good for you. Why would they be putting it in our water for us to ingest? I can do a whole video on that. I'm going to put a link to a video someday when I can find it. There's a video a church did, a pastor for a church out in Arizona, I think. But they did this video about what's actually in your water. It might even be called "What's in Our Water." I think it's like a documentary. It's so informative to find out about what they're actually putting in our water. I gotta put the link someday to that. Flint, Michigan water. And they're just like, send water. Tastes like a dead animal film. Hunter, sometimes it does. 5 years ago, this water around here didn't taste like this. Now I can't even, I have to just drink. I have the Brita filters and everything. I filter all my water at home. I have to. Don't even get me started on fluoride, Catfish says. You probably know then, brother. You probably know. Most cities switched to chloramine a while back. Chloramine does not evaporate off if you let it sit like chlorine does. Oh, goodness. They fluoridated the water to create a compliant workforce. I heard one, and of course this is getting into so much, conspiracy theories and everything, which, they're all over YouTube, but I believe that if there's a way to control people, you got to figure out what is the most people going to need. Water. Food and water. I mean, that's the way to control people. I could just imagine, even when somebody had said one time in a video about being able to control the population. If you can put something in the water that a third of all people in this country would die, wouldn't that be an easier way to do it? Or to control people, to make them so one way or the other that just look at the problems. If I go out and tell people, and I'm not going to talk about this forever, but if I go out and tell somebody that I heard Donald Trump said this, or I heard a politician said that, and they don't check to find out if I'm right or not, I could start this whole thing of people who are just going to go from word of mouth. That's what happens to young people nowadays. They tell them one thing, and they have all this, and then people don't check their facts, and then they're fighting for stuff that they don't even know what they're talking about because it's not even true. But anyway, I digress. Backwoods bow ties, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm due to do another mask video. Gotta definitely do it. Just gotta find some time and do it. Crit thinking is gone, yeah. Man, you're so right. That's why I try to find these channels that debunk. They can shut me down, but the truth is always going to be there. Backwoods, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. I actually have to, I'm going to take this with me. I'm trying to do an hour here. Let me see. 12 more minutes. I'm just going to take, you know what? Let me see here. I'll take you guys with me a little bit here. Out into the hallway. Sorry, I got a little too close there. Anything up my nose? Oh, I left my other stuff over here. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, gracious me. Put something like this here. Something like this here. Some music going on. Here's somebody playing a saxophone, somebody else playing a piano, a performing art building. I want to take you guys to a different area and finish this vlog, so I hope you guys will hold on a little bit. I appreciate it. I do music reaction and comedy. See, that's cool. I'm gonna go sub you back. Backwards bow ties, definitely. I hear a clown card. That saxophone does sound a little bit like that. And all people in chat. That's cool, Denise. Not everyone here is 100% active or live streams or anything like that, but that's cool. Hey, Old Crow is here. Donald Trump said that YouTube is demonetizing people in order to save money. Donald Trump said that? Multi-millionaire? Yeah, what did they say before? They said... Let me think here. Let me go to my thinking place. There's another room here, very similar to the one I was in, but... YouTube, from what... maybe I'm wrong, but... They said YouTube made new regulations about monetization because... Let me think here. Excuse me, what was it to something to do with dead channels or... But it sounded so, like... It sounded so bogus. It sounded like what they did was they penalized the small fry, as I say. The small YouTuber they penalized. The big YouTubers that were already there didn't get penalized at all. So now the small YouTuber makes it harder for him to get monetized. And the people that were monetized, if they were right at the cusp, now they don't. They're not anymore. They might have had the hours, but not the subs. What if they wanted to stay small? Exactly. Someone was just saying it recently. What if they want to stay small? I think the Swedes said it last night. What if all you wanted was 200 subs? You didn't want 1,000. What if you had 200 subs, but you had 200 people that watched you all the time? Or what if you had, the subs, but you didn't have the content? So those people get punished? I don't know. Somebody made money off this, and it wasn't the small YouTuber. And the money that they saved, Crow says, will go into building a wall to keep trolls out. This would make a great horror flick score. Yeah, can you guys still hear it? I know I'm kind of down the hall a little bit more. I can shut the door here. Google, big fish gotta eat. Yeah, oh my goodness gracious. He's building a wall to keep trolls out. Hey, you're very, very welcome. I know I'm probably going to pronounce your name wrong. I apologize. Is it Jaquavian or is it J silent? Is it a Waquavian Hubbard? I apologize if I just butchered your name. But thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I just subbed you guys today. Mrs. Ford Van Man, you're here. Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, this stream went longer than I thought it was. I hope I didn't step on your husband's... I know he was talking about H-Top music and everything, but I thought I was going to be here for like 15 minutes, and it's been almost an hour now. But thanks for that. I appreciate you letting me join your stream earlier. Aliha. It's good to me. I'm JJ. Smash it. Psh. Smash that like button. But yeah, I'm going to go an hour, and then I'm going to... I mean, this is all well and good. I'll catch up on my work, but I will have to go and do something. Thank you, Mrs. Ford Van Man. I appreciate it. You and Ford Van Man are very, very unique individuals. You have a great way of looking at things. I have one of those dehydrators like you do the beef jerky for the dog. I have no idea where it is. Gotta find that. The one that I have, I thought you had to keep it plugged in for like days for it to work. Maybe I got a really cheaper one, I don't know. I don't think I used it once. Tried to do banana chips with it, and it came so horrible. I said, oh, I'll never do that again. But that's good. Very handy to have. They were all the rage about 15 years ago around here. They were in all the stores, and I bought one. And like anything else. I always wanted that Ronco spaghetti maker, the one that they would advertise all the time in those infomercials. You put the stuff in, it goes, and it makes the fresh spaghetti. You throw it right in the water. Always wanted one of those. I never got it. Now you can't find them anywhere. I do have 3 George Foreman grills though. I have the one that fits 4 hamburgers. I got 2 that fit 2 apiece. 2 of them I got at a thrift store, different times. Wow, I don't know what it is. Lost a couple of pounds, but I think today I look extremely old, tired, worn down. Give me your old, you're tired, you're beat up, you're... That's me today. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. I can tell it's getting near the 1 hour mark. I'm starting to lose people left, right, and sideways. I run a drug for about 8 hours. See, 8 hours. The thing I was doing with the fruit and the bananas and everything, it wanted to run for like days. That's what it seemed like to me. I can't remember now. It was so long ago. I was going to eat it. If I was going to eat it, I would put it for... Yeah, because you said you would get it really crunchy. Mark Medina, hey, welcome. I'm gonna be here another couple of minutes, maybe about 5 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna kill this because I have to get back to doing some major work. But of course, this door is. They left this door closed. It's supposed to be open. Open the door. Maybe, maybe not. We're bringing you to your room now, Mr. Smith. Going into the elevator, sir. My beard looks extremely white and gray. That's just weird how it doesn't look like that in real life, just on here. It's like you're pushing a gurney into a morgue. Yeah, that's what it looked like, didn't it? Be quiet, you're supposed to be dead. If I lose anybody over here, it'll come back, so sometimes there's a dead zone over here, so if I lose it. Told you. It says bad connection, but we'll get there again. It'll get back up. I know it says bad connection, but we'll get there again. You guys still here? Mark, you're in relation to Funky Go Medina. So if you guys are still here, that's awesome. Hello. Sorry, I knew I was probably going to lose you guys. Hope everyone's still here, some of you anyway. You guys still there? Someone say they can still see me. Anybody here? Anybody here? Mrs. Ford Van Man sees, good, I'm back. I lost 3 people. I told people they were going to lose me for a minute. People didn't want to wait for me. The lights got dark and they said, I'm going to sneak out. I'm going to sneak out of here. Denise sees me too. Very good. As long as I know I'm back. There's a part of the hallway, it's a dead zone. And the Wi-Fi switches off. But then, if you're just going through, for the Wi-Fi to come back on, there's like 30 seconds of nothingness that I learned when I'm trying to do something with my phone. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But we should be okay as long as I stay in here. Just hit the 1 hour mark. But yeah, this room was barely used today. Not much to do here, but... Well, at least when you walk by the restroom, they don't throw people. No, they don't do that. Hey, Drunken One's here. Hey, you came right before I'm going to kill it again. Drunken One has a habit of doing that sometimes. My beard is looking awful great today, and I don't know why. It does not look. I look at my okay. I look at myself in the mirror constantly, and it doesn't look this gray in real life. It's just the blonde in it or something is making it look worse. But I usually end up shaving for the spring anyway. I usually just have the full beard for the winter, and then I just have the mustache and goatee for the summer and fall, spring, summer, and fall usually. But planting peas and spinach, Drunken One says. That sounds interesting. We can't plant over here until well into May because of the cold weather that you never know when you're going to get frost again. Unfortunately. Yeah, I was watching some people weeks ago. They were putting stuff in their garden. I'm like, has to be down south because over here in the north, forget it. It isn't going to happen. Okay, roll call. Who's still here? It says I got 8 people. I don't know if it's true or not. Of course, I'm on my phone, so I can't figure everything out over here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh. Bloop, 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 bloop. Maybe we'll have a dance party. Still wanting to put some bulbs in the ground. Sharon's still here. Oh, this is what I was feeling like before. Oh. Yeah, I don't use these filters enough. Hey, Mark, still doing dishes here. But yeah, I don't know. It's been one of those days. It's only Monday, too. I got 4 more to go. I do feel like if I went home, I could crash very, very quickly and fall asleep within minutes. Hey, Tim, thanks for I was just going to say, Tim's probably not here anymore. But hey, Tim, thanks for being here. You can stop by anytime. You're always welcome, brother. Plug in your phone. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I could either kill this or do some work and just keep you guys here and just keep bouncing back for every minute or so. It's up to you guys. I don't want to keep you guys here if you'd rather do other things. This room's only going to take me a few minutes. Later. Take care, Mark. Movie Mania Nick, welcome. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. I'm either going to kill this very soon or kill the stream very soon or keep it up if people want me to keep it up. I mean, it's not like I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread here. I'm doing okay, you know. I've had my ups and downs, but I'm still punching and kicking and screaming. Yeah, my beard is looking so gray. I think it's almost time for me to very soon, maybe sooner rather than later, get rid of all of this side beard and get ready for the don't go. That's I love it. Don't go. I remember the first time I saw you write that was on Ron Buckley's. I think you ended up staying 45 minutes longer. Like, don't go. But yeah, it takes me so long to grow the full beard that once I shave it, that's it. It probably takes 6 weeks before it looks like this again. I have a coworker, the younger kid. He's 31, and he could shave like everything on a Monday, and it's like by Friday, I swear he looks like this on a Friday. It's amazing. He's probably one of those guys. If he, had to go somewhere in the morning and shaved, and had to go somewhere later on at like 5 o'clock at night, he'd have to shave again. And it's like mine. Like I can shave twice a week and be fine. But yeah, once I decide, I'm just gonna save the mustache and goatee. That's it. It takes so long for the rest of this to grow. I usually don't do it again until like late fall. I'll usually start growing it again like right after Halloween to be able to have a beard like this for Christmas. But yeah, I mean, even if I have to keep everything like really nice and close, I don't shave every day because it doesn't grow enough in a day. If anything, I'll shave every other day. If anything. Sometimes every third day. Thought I heard something. This place in the last hour, this place is really thinned out. Not a lot of happening tonight. He's a werewolf. Stingray, let's play a drinking game, Officer Rollout says. I'll tell you, I haven't had alcohol in a long time. I haven't had alcohol in... January was a year since I had a glass of wine a year ago, January. But I haven't had beer. It'll be 7 years in July since I've had any beer. But sometimes that pull, I'm like, oh, what's the big deal? I'll have a shot or something. And I never do. And it's just, now that it's been over a year, it's like, well, how long can I go without drinking? But there's certain times where I really think that I need it, you know. Beer is nasty. I never was a beer drinker. It was a cheap way to get a little buzz on, but it was very easy for me to quit beer because I never really cared for it anyway. And I knew my beers too. I hated Coors and Coors Light. I never could taste, especially Coors Light. Right away I knew if I was drinking Coors Light. To me, I just absolutely I couldn't. It tasted like someone watered it down to me. I loved Miller Lite. Bud Light gave me a migraine. Couldn't drink anything Budweiser. Miller Genuine Draft I used to drink. There's a beer called Genesee that I loved. My dad used to drink that when I was a kid, and then I was able to find it once in a while. But yeah, like I'm more of a mixed drink type person, you know. I would just take like, you know, pineapple juice and orange juice and mix it with some vodka, uh, and just try different things, you know, like put some gin with some cranberry juice and orange juice and vodka, and that was more like my type of thing. But I don't really miss it. Just certain times I'm like, you know what I can go for? I can go for a shot of brandy, like blackberry brandy or apricot brandy, or sometimes that's what I feel like I'm missing. But I don't. So I mean, I don't judge anybody. I really don't. I just know me, and it's been over a year since I had alcohol. It seems like just yesterday. It's been 14 months. Goodness, it's like drinking carbonated urine. Oh, good. That ooh, ooh. Green beer on St. Patrick's Day. They have it all over the place. I'm sure around here. Hunter says I used to drink Zima. Can't find the stores anymore. They Actually, I did some research on that. They had stopped making Zima. I guess it was right around, if I remember correctly, around 1999. They stopped making it. They cut back considerably. It was only available in certain parts of the country, and then eventually they stopped making it. I don't know if it was 1999 or 2001 or something. Officer Rollout says in California we drink Brew 102. Took them 101 times to get it right. Oh, was that like Oh, what was that? Formula 409. I was at the spray cleaner. Formula 409. I heard that it was the 409th time they tested it for it to be what they wanted. 5 gallons of it even. Drunken One says, now you're making me feel bad. I just brewed a strong Scotch ale that is going to be about 10% ABV. Is ABV... I don't know what ABV. See, I'm not a connoisseur. I'm like the Three Stooges. I'm a connoisseur when it comes to my knowledge of alcohols. 7 Up. Yep, 7 Up. That was the other one. Zima is what killed Old Yellow. 7 Up. That was the Victor Borga joke when he said his grandfather was an unsuccessful inventor. He was creating a soft drink and he named it 4 Up. And nobody bought it, so he added sugar, I think, and then he marketed it under the name 5 Up. Nobody bought it. He said, tried one more time. Called it 6 Up. Nobody bought it, so he gave up and died penniless. 6 Up. Little did he know how close he came. Victor Borga was one of those comedian musicians, played the piano like unbelievable. But boy, was he funny. My type of humor. Oh, ABV, alcohol by volume. That makes sense. Most beers are about 5. So this is about like the alcohol content of like 2 beers. See, there you go. 1 beer takes too long to drink. Drink 2, Takes too long. I mean, one beer not enough. Two takes too long. One beer with enough alcohol for two. That's even better. They should have like a beer, like a syrup. You know, like a chocolate syrup or whatever that you could just mix with water, and boom, and then make your own beer at home. That's what they should do. Like chocolate syrup, like Hershey beer syrup. Oh, what a video that would make. Like a butterscotch syrup, I can put that into a bottle and do like a commercial for beer syrup and then mix it with water and boom, and cut away and edit it and then it turns into a real beer. You drink a non-alcoholic beer. You guys can do it before me because I'll never have time. I talk about doing it, but I'll never have time. WD-40 stands for water displacement force. See, I never knew that either. Amazing, amazing. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is... Oh, I got to get up. Oh, I got a shock on that chair. The chair almost blew my leg off with that electricity. But... Oh, the light's too much. WD or Tide Pod. Oh, gosh. Do you believe those kids with those Tide Pods? Do you believe... It's like, it's crazy. What kind of challenge could it be for these kids to have to eat soap and then die from it? Just horrible. I'm still here, guys. I'm just going to make it look like I did something. I have my, it's called a silent butler. It's a long dustpan with a handle, with a small little lobby broom. Silent butler. You see a lot of janitors or people in restaurants using them. When you don't have to vacuum, this is what you do. See, I was talking about, the last time I did a live stream here, I was talking about coming up with some videos about tips and tricks about cleaning and stuff. I still gotta try to do something like that. Like cleaning whiteboards and things that work here and there and everywhere. This room really not too much on the floor. That was my keys against one of the desks. But yeah. I have to wipe down this desk over here. Wonder if it would have got me out of the army. I know what POSH stands for. I don't know what POSH stands for. I don't know what POSH stands for. These are made out of nitrile, so they don't have a good snap on them, like a latex glove. He's like, bend over, Mr. Stingray. Ow! I guess it does have a good snap to it. Dr. Loom. Let me see which one do I want. This one, I guess. I move these desks all over the place. I move these desks everywhere. Like every day they're in different places. My boss says, you don't have to move anything. Just move what you need to move to clean. We don't work for a moving company. Anyway. WD-40 was developed for the Air Force and NASA to keep the missiles from rusting. I did hear about that a long time ago. Port out, starboard home. Oh, wow. Very cool. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, goodness. Is this the part where I turn my head in coffee? Yes, turn your head and cough, Mr. Stingray. Hello, I'm Dr. Loom. My motto is, I can't, it won't, and you're gonna feel it. Oh, goodness. I'm afraid to leave this room because I'm going to lose the stream again. That's the only problem now. I'm probably going to have to kill it. 7:30. I'm doing another building at 8 o'clock. Told you it was a horror movie. Strangely, I like it. That's funny. Oh, goodness. See, when my glasses are like this, I can see everything fine. When I go to read something, I get too close, everything gets blurry, so it's very, very weird. Very, very weird. Oh. Is Becky still here, I wonder? I think a lot of people left. I think a lot of people left. It says 8 people, but when you're streaming from a phone, you can't check the people. Like if you're streaming from a computer, you can see how many people are in the room, their names and everything. I don't think there's a way of doing it on the phone. Oh, that's my... I changed the camera. I'm like, what the heck does this button do? I changed it to use the front camera. Where the camo guy when you need him? Who, Camo Dave? Camo Dave, he pops into my live stream like once a month. But I think it's true. He really does. He watches a lot of different things on YouTube. I think he watches more than just the bottom of YouTube. He's all over the place. Plus he writes for he writes articles for some company. Do you have any cigarettes for cleaning stainless steel? Cigarettes for cleaning stainless steel. We have this is the best stainless steel cleaner we've ever had. It's actually we have this stuff, and we used to have a spray, like an aerosol can, like it looked like a Lysol type stuff that would go down, and it was absolutely horrible. No one liked using it. They got us this stuff, this stainless steel cleaner, and it's made with some type of oil. Shake well. Where's the thing? It used to say right on there. Of course, now I can't find it anywhere. It smells like a vegetable oil type stuff, but it's it does such a good job. It lasts a long, long time. But you shake it up and you spray it on the stainless steel, and it shines it right up nice. That's the stuff that we have. Where did I just get this from? Oh, because the other can fell. I'm like, where did the other one go? Cigarettes for cleaning stainless steel. I told myself no, but I knew I wanted it. Probably bag and tankies. Oh my goodness. I'm a couple of days behind on Camo Dave's videos. I have them on my, I make my own watch list of stuff I want to catch up on. Ruthie D, I'm a few days behind on hers. I've been trying to catch up on different things, and it's really hard. It's true. The more you subscribe to people, and the more you get to know people, and you want to support, it's hard to keep track of. Everyone. A lot of people come out with at least one video a day, so it takes time. Some people like Mark Jones, they'll put out 6-7 videos a day. Sometimes only a few minutes a piece, but you have to pick and choose what you watch. There's just not enough time. Anyone heard from Lou? Haven't put out a video a couple of days ago, I think. Was it a couple of days ago? Was it Friday? I know sometimes he does a video on Monday. Dude, you can snort that shit. It packs a mean buzz. I can imagine. That's so true, JJ. What did I say? Oh, about the, about, like, somebody recently said, if you have 1,000 subscribed, if you're subscribed to 1,000 people, well, not even say 1,000, say you're subscribed to 200 people, and you want to support those 200 people, and each person puts out a 2-minute video every day. 200 people times a 2-minute video, that's 400 minutes. Now, 400 minutes is 6.5 hours a day if you wanted to watch everyone's video. 200 people. If you wanted to watch a video, a 2-minute video of everybody, it would take 6.5 hours a day. Now, that's for 200 people. if they all came out with a 2-minute. Some people come out with a 10-minute video, an hour and 20-minute live stream like I'm doing now. I mean, things add up. You can't support everyone if everyone came out with a video. Now, you say you subscribe to 500 people. Do a 2-minute video, that's 1,000 minutes now. Okay, 6 goes into 1,000, what, for 100 and... Let's say 1,000 people. No, 500 people, 2-minute video, that's 1,000 minutes. 6 goes into 1,000, 6 goes into 4, and 4, 7, yeah, it's about 17 hours. I mean, it's like, I can understand people, not having time. Even if you don't have 500 subscribers, there's not enough time to visit everyone. So you have to pick and choose the people you want to visit regularly, the people you want to visit semi-regularly, like daily, weekly, monthly. I mean, I subscribe to people that maybe, I might have only visited them once in the last month. It gets to the point where you have to pick and choose, and sometimes you feel like you're going to unsubscribe to some people that you just can't support them because you get too big, or you just don't have the time. Sometimes it doesn't have to have anything to do with how big you get on YouTube. It's about having the time. And you get your people who you're more familiar with, and the people that become your closer circle, and those are the people that you visit regularly. So that's what I try to do. Stingray will put a video out, and I'll watch it as soon as I see that he put a video out. Dave Hughes, until a couple of days ago, I was watching his stuff daily. I got a couple of days behind, and I put them on my watch list, and I'm gonna catch up. Within the next couple of days, I'm gonna catch up. Ruthie D, I'm gonna catch up with. Lou, as soon as it comes out, I watch it. As soon as I know he came out with a video, I watch it. Certain people are that way. Certain people don't come out with videos as much, but they support other people. Maybe they'll come out with one video a month, but they're all over the place. People like Becky Green, who puts out a video occasionally, but she's all over, the people that I consider to be my best friends here. She's on live streams all the time. The rollout report, what do you think? Officer Rollout, I got to catch that more often. You're one of the people that, until recently, I don't think you were on my live streams as much, or my videos for that matter, and I got to catch up with you, and definitely, you've been here so many times now, and I'm ashamed to say that I haven't visited you as much. I definitely have to. Does it help if you're subscribed but don't watch that often? Does it help the person you're subscribed to? Well, people think the likes and the dislikes mean, but that doesn't mean anything. The likes and the dislikes don't mean anything. What matters is every minute somebody watches a video, it collects as a minute watched for that person. For the person of the video that, like me, you're watching me. If I have 5 people watching me for 5 minutes, that goes 25 minutes of watch time for me. So when you're subscribed to someone and you don't support, that person doesn't get as many benefits from it. But nobody can force someone to watch every one of their videos, and it shouldn't ever be that way. It should be you watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. And a lot of times people will be saying something like Mrs. Foreman, you're right. Like I was just talking about, like you don't put out as many videos, but you're supporting all the time. And other people feel bad if they can't visit someone to support them. Then they're just it's almost like being a dead connection. And so some people, they will unsubscribe. But even by unsubscribing, people get mad because they're like, I'm trying to get to my 1,000 so I can get monetized, and now you unsubscribed from me, and it makes it harder for me. So some people stay subscribed even if they're not watching. So there's nothing bad about staying subscribed if you're not going to watch the videos. But then again, it's just, on your side, it's just one more person that you have to, either click the little bell that you're not interested in what they're putting out, or it just ends up being clutter if you have too many subscribers. I mean, too many people that you're subscribed to, not subscribers, but, if you're maxed out at, like right now, at my level, I can have 1,000 subscribers, I guess. I mean, I said it wrong again. You can have 1,000 people you're subscribed to. I think that's the way it is. So you max out, and then what do? You got to either get rid of people, or I don't know. I don't know what to do at that point. But there's no way you can have 1,000 people and support every one of them. You just can't do it. I mean, 2,000 minutes, That's what, over 30 hours. If everyone came out with a video a day, a 2-minute video, it's over 30 hours. There's not even 30 hours in a day. You just can't do it. Just spitballing, flushed my head in the toilet, and came to my senses. I have a notification that Lou has posted something. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I am going to have to kill this. I'm going to go to about an hour and a half, about 4 more minutes. I'm going to kill this because I have to get something else done here before I go to that other building at around 8 o'clock. But in my job over here, one of the worst things that we're trying to change is that they increase the amount of buildings we clean, or at least areas that we clean, but they don't hire more people. And the overtime sometimes is not always there. And so you end up having to double up, or if somebody calls out sick, you end up having to pitch in and help somewhere else. It's not always the greatest thing, but this job is really not that bad, as you can see. Who's bothering me, right? Officer Rollo, have a great one. Take care. Thanks for being here. But Sharon, yeah, I mean, I learned in the last couple of months. I've been doing videos since December 23rd, 2017, and I learned very quickly by what other people have told me and by watching other videos and stuff. I learned a lot. And some people have the mindset that once you subscribe to someone, you should stay subscribed until that person closes their channel. It's a one-way ticket. And a lot of other people are like, well, if I'm never going to watch them, it's an empty subscriber. I'm just a number, and I don't want to be just a number, so they delete the subscription. It's like if someone subscribed to me but never watches me and then they delete me, people who do that to other people, they get mad. But I mean, how could you even know who it is? Because not everyone that subscribes, it tells you, because you could have, just say me. I have mine on open. When I subscribe to someone, it shows up on their feed that you have a new subscriber, the Illuminator. Not everyone does that. A lot of people, everything's private. So all of a sudden, I'll go up by a couple, but it doesn't tell me who it is. I have no idea who subscribed to me. Take someone like Lou. Lou is subscribed. He was my number 3 sub. He was sub number 3. He knows that because that's what it said when he subscribed. But he's on private. If he never told me he subscribed to me, I would never even have known, because it doesn't show up that he subscribed to me. Dave Hughes, he subscribed to me. It doesn't show up that he subscribed to me. But that's okay. People can absolutely, you have the right to have your channel private. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's no way of knowing if if Dave Hughes unsubscribed from me, I wouldn't know. It never told me he subbed. It's not going to tell me he unsubbed. So I don't know how people get mad. I understand both sides of the equation. Mrs. Fordman, man, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to kill this in about a minute or two. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much. Say hi to your husband for me. Say hi to H-Top Music for me. Sharon says, I don't want to hurt anyone's ratings by accident. Yeah, basically, when you visit someone like you're on my stream, you're helping me out. If you weren't here, you wouldn't be helping me out, but you wouldn't be hurting either. So that's, yeah, see you soon, Mrs. Ford Van Man. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, you can't hurt anybody. But like that Social Blade, there's an application called Social Blade that'll tell you, hey, Rusty Faith, how you doing? I'm going to be killing this in a minute or two, but just give you a heads up. Appreciate you being here always, brother. This application called Social Blade. Hey, Denise, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for sticking with me all these boring minutes, and some of them not so boring, but I appreciate you being here always. Social Blade tells you what your stats are and your statistics, and it's an application. You can have it for the regular desktop computers and stuff, and you can have it on cell phones. But it'll tell you if you've lost people or what your percentages are. You know, like sometimes it'll tell you this week you're down 20% in your subs. It means a lot of people are unsubscribing from you. I mean, it tells you all that kind of the nerd stats as they call them, or geek stats, or whatever they call those things. I mean, I try to read what I can. I don't always look at that stuff. I try to gain at least one subscriber a day, but it doesn't always happen. Some days you'll gain 9, some days you won't gain any, and you know, I mean, I'm at over 750 now, but it's true. I'll be the first one to admit what Dave Hughes said the other day about me last week about I have 700 subs and only 50 views on my videos, so a lot of people are not watching me. So that makes it a lot easier for me to say, I know from the comments a good percentage of people that are watching my videos because they'll comment, or the live streams because they comment. But there's a lot of people who have never visited me, and those might be the easier ones for me to let go of. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get going, guys and girls. Thanks for being here so much. I'm down to 3 or 4 people in here. Rusty, I'm sorry, I know you just got here, but I appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. I'll catch you next time. And whoever else is here, if Sharon, if you're still here, thank you so much. Hunter, if you're still here, thank you so much. Sharon says thank you for the info. Have an easy night, get some rest. I will try. The rest of the night shouldn't be too bad. Mondays are pretty easy around here. Got a little bit more work to do, but we'll get it done. Thank you, Hunter. All right, Drunken One. See you next time. Always welcome you guys and girls. Take care, everyone. For anyone I missed, I love you all. Be good to one another. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.